Okay, so today for my first baking video, we're going to be making the rainbow cupcakes, as you can see from the picture above. It's a bright colored recipe and it's a very happy recipe, and we're actually making it from scratch and not from the Betty Crocker boxes or whatever. So if you want to learn how to make these cupcakes, stay tuned and find out. So for the first step, I actually prefer to do the frosting first, so it can give it time in the fridge to sit and get to the right consistency I want. So I've decided to do a cream cheese frosting for the rainbow cupcake. So what you need is actually very simple ingredients. Cream cheese, and I choose to use Philadelphia cream cheese, and I use it in the spreadable box because instead of the box type, because the texture is much easier to work with, and then you mix it and blend it up in the mixer. And obviously you need icing sugar, and icing sugar, powdered sugar, is the finer sugar instead of the raw sugar, which is the sugar we use to make frosting. And butter to make it the consistency right. And lemon extract, which in this case I use pure lemon juice. Okay, and if you would like to add some flavor into it and not use lemon extract, yes, you might not want it to be too tangy, you can use vanilla extract, which is this one. Okay, so all these ingredients can be found in your local supermarket or your baking store. Yeah, so okay, let's begin. You need 1 tub of cream cheese, which is 250 grams. Okay, I'm using Philadelphia again. And I choose the 60% less fat because, yeah, I'm very conscious about weight. Okay, and yeah. So you get your mixing bowl, and you dump it in. Yep, so you got the cream cheese out. It should look like this. Okay. And then you need the butter. We start with 1 cup of icing sugar first to see how I go. Okay, and so sugar and my measuring cup, which is 1 cup. So you add it in. So I actually like to use the sieve to sift it through, so that it makes it easier to blend together. Okay, so what I'm doing now is this. So you just sift it in like this. So we'll be putting the butter in. So I actually don't like it too buttery, so I don't really put that much butter, but according to some people, butter is actually the agent to help your frosting have a good consistency, but yeah, I don't really do that. And a little bit of lemon juice, so it depends on how lemony you want it to be. And yep, so you mix it all together with the mixer. Okay, you can see after you incorporated the frosting, right, it's a bit soft. Yeah, it's a bit soft, okay, it still slides a bit and doesn't really stay. So for this, you can add more sugar. Yeah, however much more you want, until you get the right consistency. So frosting is really about playing around with the sugar and getting to the right texture you want. So it really all depends on your preference. So for the ingredients for the cupcakes would be 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 3/4 cups of sugar. For my preference, I like it that way. You can add more if you like. 5 egg whites at room temperature, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1.5 cups of milk at room temperature, and obviously you need food coloring of your preference. We do the dry ingredients first. So we take the bowl and your flour. So combine flour, baking powder and salt. As mentioned earlier, you need 3 cups of flour. So this is my flour, it's just the old one, so I'll just use it first. So this is my 1 cup. Okay, so you have this here. The next step is the baking powder and salt. So baking powder you need 4 teaspoons. So this is my teaspoon. Okay, and your baking powder is this one. This one, by the way. Okay, so you have 4 teaspoons. Which is level. It's done, baking powder and salt. So you need half a teaspoon of salt, which is this is half. Okay, about there. And just to mix it together so that it's like incorporated. Spoon, small spoon, and just mix it together. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be that well mixed anyway because you'll be mixing it together later. Okay, so once that's done, cream together butter and sugar. So as I said, butter was 250 grams. Using 1 cup and 3/4 sugar. Okay, so this is 1 cup. There you go. And 3/4. This one. Okay. Okay, so cream it together. Mix it. Actually creaming, my butter was probably a bit too hard at that moment still, so it became like this. But anyway, you'll be mixing it more, so it's fine, it's just incorporating the sugar together with butter. Okay, if you want it to be a little bit more creamy, so you can remix it again. So okay, you have your egg whites here. Okay? Slowly add egg whites, so little bit by little bit. Okay, so once that's done, it should look something like this. Obviously the color has changed, it's become much more whiter and yellow. Okay, and then after that, you have to add vanilla and mix until well incorporated. So vanilla was 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, which in this case we're using this. Okay, and then mix it together again. Now you have to add your milk, right, which is at room temperature, and your flour, so you alternate between the egg and the flour. So okay, after you mix the vanilla essence inside, it should look something like this. Okay? Yep, so you have to alternate between the milk and the dry ingredient.
Struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream.
She mixed all the ingredients together. Your texture should look something like this. It's a big bowl of batter, but you must consider that you have actually 6 different colors to actually do. So here comes the fun bit. Okay, you won't be able to see me for the next few. Anyway. Okay, so I've got 5 colors and I've got 5 bowls here. So what I'll do is take a spoon, okay, and use 1 cup because you need to be exact with the amount. So let's start with 1 cup first.
Too cold outside for angels to fly.
Okay, so 1 cup each into each bowl. So once you've separated the 5 different bowls, obviously you have to put your coloring in. So each bowl will have 1 color, and you determine the amount of coloring you want to get the color you actually really want for yourself. Mix the colors together already, and this is what it has turned out. I didn't want it to be too bright because I don't want it to be too much colouring. So okay, I'm going to start filling it into the cupcake tins. So what you actually do is start with the colours of the rainbow, but you start with the one with the last colour first, so which is in this case violet, green, yellow, orange and red. So you take one spoon each, and you just dump it in.
Free to us 'cause we're just under the upper hand. I'm going mad for a couple grams, but she don't wanna go outside tonight.
Okay, so we have done. Okay, so this is what I've put the batter inside the casings, and this is what after 15 minutes and maybe slightly more, depends on whether the cake comes out clean when you poke a toothpick inside. And this is what came out of the oven. See, the colors are actually quite bright and nice. I didn't really put much food coloring, less than a teaspoon, even just a little drop only, and it became like this. So now time for frosting. Okay, so I've actually just spreaded it on top because cream cheese is a bit difficult to work with as a frosting because I never get the right consistency, so it became a bit liquidy than I actually wanted it to be. But nevertheless, it actually turned out okay. So this is the end product. Okay, and now I'm gonna dig into one of my cupcakes. Okay, you see the colors here inside? It's kinda nice. It's a moist cake, not too heavy and it's not too sweet. So there you go, this is a rainbow cupcake and I hope you learned something from it. So next time, any suggestions you want me to, any recipes you want me to actually do for you, please leave a comment and I'll try to do them. So thank you for watching, bye!